Is Mark Vine going 1.7s now? Mark Vine trolling about voodoo tires. The great tire debacle of 2022 still rages on. I'm Chad, this is the Dorky N40 RC channel, and this is Fast on Facebook today. What is up, my lovely 8,700 of you fantastic RC no prep racers? Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna get fast on Facebook today. Say hi to Lucky. She's always on my side. So since our last Fast on Facebook show, there has been a slurry of comments and questions on the channel and all over Facebook. The sport seems to be growing and growing, and it is heating up. We are like a week away from the king of the streets. In fact, there's all kinds of races going on. Some of these big hitters have been out there testing. They're slowly trickling a little bit out there to kind of show what they got. First round call outs, all kind of stuff. Let's go. So the biggest story here right off the bat actually just happened today. This post made saying that Frank Ulbrich is still choosing to run the Voodoo tires over the Cyril tires. Both, of course, are still limited quantities available. Can't go into your hobby shop and buy these. If you have not heard of the Cyril tires, you can go on to this website right here where you can order the Accelerate drag radials and his customized 3D printed rims to go with them. A lot of people are saying some really good things about these tires. I've seen some cool stuff online. I don't believe I have seen any people actually running them yet, talking about speeds and all that kind of stuff, but we've seen some of those sticky tests. By the way, we were gonna be having some of those sticky tests right here on the channel. We got some products that have came in and we are going to be going over them here on the channel. If you have anything that you would like the RC No Prep community to see, give me a shout and we will maybe take a look at it here on the channel. All right, so how do we top all that exciting news? Well, how about with some new body action going on? Tim Smith has recently posted pictures of this Adam RC Shop Racer. This is a total Andy's RC Mach 22 1/10 scale drag body. Only 45 bucks. This thing looks super sweet, super big and aero. He says it's great. It looks like what everybody wanted the C7 body to look like. So that might be one for us to take a look at. There's also the Shark Body Stinger. Last week we talked about this. We only saw some actual CAD drawings. Now we have seen these things popping up in the wild. Just take a look at those beautiful curves and lines that are on this body. Boy, is this going to be a fun body to play with. It's available in different sizes, colors. You can get the custom wings built for it. Shark RC has you covered with the Stinger. Mark Vine likes to kind of step on people's throats every time we get ready for a big race. He throws out big numbers like this. 1.8 on a GNS at, I believe, 83 miles per hour. He basically just said, I will call out anybody in the first round. He says 1.7s are on the way. The guy maybe is already running 1.7s. Who knows? I cannot wait to see what happens on King of the Streets. But guys, don't worry. Just because you see these guys running so fast, A, does not mean that they can do it every time. B, does not mean that you have to. Definitely keep the lines clear between hobby and sport, or you can be a hobby sport kind of guy like me who likes to go out and race and have fun and go as fast as I can and just enjoy what these cars can do. I do not have no admirations of ever being a national champion, but I do want to make you faster. Now let's check out with our friends over at Mclane Racing. And poor Mclane, they're constantly out there telling people that they don't know how to solder, that they can't do burnouts, that they're not geared right. Basically, you don't know what you're doing with your ESC, so we don't understand why they keep on blowing up all the time. Then you see little things like this where they talk about GNSs for putting issues in the car, making them stutter, making them fail safe or whatever, all kinds of different stuff. Same old usual thing, cat packs blowing, all that kind of stuff. Boy, I don't know, really, Mclane needs to start getting some canned statements together to kind of address all of these issues. I've said it before, I love that they have their exchange policy. I think it's fair since a lot of ESC manufacturers won't do anything for you. but there's just a reason why these ESCs blow up. Maybe because they are probably at least 2 or 3 to 1 in sales compared to any other ESC that's out there. But I think that when they get on there and start hassling their own community, that they really look foolish. Straighten your act up, Mclane, or you're going to lose another big name racer. Not me, of course. People are still throwing down some great numbers. This Facebook page is still really good as far as like all the help and tuning and stuff. Despite all the shit that I give them, it is good to see that there are some very helpful people on here. It is a large group when it comes to the amount of users, and I think most of the newer NOPREPRC people will end up here with Mclane. I always recommend their ESC despite all the problems that they have. I get asked time and time again, do I really need an M17? Do I really need a Futaba? And it's a tough answer, guys. Again, it comes back to hobby and sport. If you want to enjoy the hobby, DRK, any day, regular radio, and you're good. If you want to get into this sport and competitive type of stuff, either with yourself, your friends, whatever, then you're gonna need both. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. Tuning in the ESC is extremely difficult once you leave the DRK. Their software was built from the ground up to do this. Just too bad that their ESC just doesn't seem to perform anymore. I've got a Gen 1 back there that I have overheated, blew the crap out of that thing, overgeared it, everything else, and it still works perfect. Everyone that I bought since blew up after a couple hits and had to be sent back to the factory. That's why I only have that one now. There has been a lot of battery discussion going on the past couple weeks. All these new people coming into the sport. I know I have actually been looking at different batteries myself. I recently just picked up this little bad boy, the 4000 Trinity Shorty Pack. Now I know a lot of you are going to be like, Chad, what the heck are you running that kind of battery for? I usually run the Trinity 6400. I've seen and heard rumors of 10,000 milliamp packs, 12,000, 14,000 milliamp packs that maybe weigh as much as a 7 or 8,000. So in the next 6 months, you can expect probably to see some amazing battery packs that are going to be out there. Of course, you're going to be paying some amazing prices for them, 250 plus for some of these batteries. So get ready for some shock and awe, guys. I'm really going to need to see some data before I spend the money on that. If you're looking for the best average battery, which is a lower cost, newer cell technology, and also a lower price, weight, all that stuff, I believe that I had the most success with their little 4352 S3P pack. Now, this is just a theory, but I know a lot of people don't want to pay a lot of money for batteries. But if you're going to pay 70 or 80 bucks for a bargain pack, I think it's worth spending the 120 bucks on this pack. The size difference alone will save you some weight, get you closer to minimum weight, and that will also help propel your car. You've got 2S3P, multi-cell technology built into there, silicone graphene cells. I think you can even call them up and get their higher end cells that they have now that probably have a little bit more graphene in them. A little bit lighter, that kind of stuff. QS8 connectors if you're into that kind of thing. I just switched back to XT90s. But yeah, I think this is the best battery right now when it comes to weight, performance, and everything else. I don't really think there's a big difference between this and my 6400 milliamp Trinity. So check it out if you are looking for a new battery. So everybody and their brother is still making tire prep. We've got the serial tires that are out. Actually got some of the Get Stuck prep from Jeff Zuccarell. He was kind enough to send that some here to the channel because he wants to see if I can go faster on it. So we'll be talking about that stuff coming up. Big shout out to him for doing that. No strings attached or nothing at all. I've talked to the guy a few times. He really helps out and just wants people to go faster and enjoy the sport. So definitely check out Get Stuck if you guys are looking for some prep. I cannot wait to test it, and we'll show you guys what's going on with it here on the channel. Now, I like to try to keep myself original, but I tell you what, RC McFaster check out what he has done to this GTR body. Now, I've seen Tim Smith and other people do this stuff with their windows. I think he is using this Duratrax paint that's kind of like a candy red. I've not had the best luck trying to get windows to look like this, but boy, you can better believe that I've got some of that paint on order, and I'm going to try to do something like that with my GTR because I really, really love that look. I mean, that is just a sexy looking body there. Check that thing out, man. Now, I think finally our friends at 5-Star have tested almost everything that they are going to release here right now. They've kind of quit spamming the YouTubes and the Facebooks, but check it out. They have got some awesome stuff that is on the page. You know, I'm a huge 5-Star supporter. The Breakout chassis is what I run. There's a lot of people that are just doing cool things with their Breakout kits. They've got all of these sweet parts that are out for it right now. Todd has been out there ripping and testing, been in some communication with him on some things possibly to do to my car. Not sure exactly how much of that stuff I'm going to do. I'm going to just probably hook this thing up, throw the castle in there, and just get out. I want to just roll this thing hardcore, but there is a lot of stuff going on. Their transmissions, rare, very, very expensive, but just beautiful. You cannot deny the quality. All custom made gears and everything inside of there. I mean, that is just beautiful. If you're looking to get into a premium racing car now, I still think that B6 kit and the 5-Star is the way to go. And in the end, if you buy a drag car like an Apollo and you absolutely hate no prep drag racing, you can always turn it into a buggy like that right there, and you can go and race and be dead last like me. So that is going to do it for the show this week, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to drop a like, and if you like what we're doing here, subscribe to the channel. We've got all kinds of content coming, guys. We are just getting started here in 22, and we will see you later. Peace.